Hello everyone, Ben Francia po ulit. Maraming salamat sa panonood. Yung mga nakapanood ng mga previous videos namin, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing the videos and thank you for subscribing. If first time po kayo nanonood, you can browse through the playlist and watch through the other videos that we've published about permaculture. So, again, welcome po to Permaculture Tito, your source of permaculture learning online for Filipinos. Ayun nga bang tagline natin? Hindi ko pa ako sure, no? It's still evolving. Pero if you have suggestions para do sa tagline ng Permaculture Tito, pa-share na lang sa comment section and we'll consider your suggestions. So this video is part, again, of yung 12-part video series namin about the permaculture principles. And for this episode, we'll be talking about the principle of self-regulate or self-regulation, doing self-regulation and accepting feedback. So, accepting feedback is something very important. And I would say isang malaking component to in creating progress and improvement in whatever project, in whatever endeavor, in whatever that we do as human beings. Kasi, we as human beings, syempre, we have certain limitations. Meron tayong mga blind spots. And those blind spots, kadalasan are areas of improvement. Doon malaki ang opportunity for us to improve. And it's really just a matter of listening to feedback that's being given to us either by the people around us or other events para ma-harness natin yung opportunity to improve doon. So katulad ng mga videos that we're publishing, merong mga nagbibigay ng comment na kulang na ganito, kulang na ganyan. Medyo sasawa na kami sa mukha mo. Merong mga ganon. Lagyan mo ng additional video clips naman to break the monotony. So kaya we started doing that in the recent videos that we published. So because of that feedback, we're able to improve maski 1% improvement for each video. So maraming salamat for the feedback. We very much appreciate that. So in permaculture, in the projects that we do here in the farm, accepting feedback is something very important also. Not only yung feedback that the people around us are giving us, but more importantly, yung feedback that nature is providing us. Kaya itong principle na to is so much close to the principle of observe and interact. Kasi yung nare-record natin do sa observations natin, in a lot of ways, are feedback that's coming from nature. And it's those feedback, yung mga messages, yung mga bulong na yan ng kalikasan, punong-puno ng ng learnings. Kumbaga sinasabi niya sa atin, how should we properly take care of the land, take care of the crops that we have here. What's the best way of let's say, designing the farm or designing the property for it to be more resilient to, let's say, the climate and yung mga changes in the climate. So yun, one example that I can cite would be yung area in the property wherein yung dinadaanan dati ng tubig ng gagaling sa bundok kasi etong property namin, like what I mentioned, maraming tubig ulan every year, more than 50% of the time umuulan. Tapos kapag merong high rain event, ang daming tubig na nanggagaling sa bundok. Yung dinadaanan ng tubig, maraming mga puno na naputol doon sa mga areas niyon. So pagdating ng tubig dito sa amin, talagang rumaraga sa parang river siya. So we took that as a message, as a feedback from nature. So before I talk about that strategy and how did we respond to that feedback, let me bring you to that area first para you can see firsthand how it looks like and kung nasaan siya exactly, para mas kumbaga mas makita niyo yung perspective, how does it apply to this principle. So tara, tingnan natin. Yan, tara, punta tayo dun sa area na sinasabi ko na daanan ng tubig na nanggagaling sa bundok. Yan lang, flip ko lang yung video ha. Yan, so ito yun. Nature's whispers holds the secrets of sustainability. Apply self-regulation and accept feedback. Yan, so ito yung area na dinadaanan talaga ng tubig noon. Galing sa bundok. So ang ginawa namin, nagkukukay kami dito ng parang trench. This is more than a meter deep. Tapos yung pinaghukayan na lupa, tinambak doon sa kabila. So ang tawag dito sa hukay is your swale. Tawag doon sa tambak ng lupa na yan is your berm. Yung swale ay yung pangsalo ng tubig na nanggagaling sa bundok. Tapos yung berm doon sa downhill area serves as additional barrier in case na mag-overflow. Meron pang sasalo. So let me make it wide angle lang yan para mas kita. Yan. So in addition to that, nagtanim din kami ng mga additional plants, mga yan, uraro, merong kadyos or yung pigeon beans, may papaya, merong malunggay. Yan, malayo yan, all the way papunta doon. Ihukay. Yan. I'll show you additional pictures of how this looks like nung hindi pa na dadamihan ng mga halaman. Pero yan, hinukay namin, kaya kurbada yan, hindi diretso. Kasi sinunod namin yung contour ng lupa. So inanap namin yung level, tapos doon kami naghukay along the contour para equal yung distribution ng pagsalaw ng tubig. Yan. So balik ako doon and let me discuss further how this strategy applies to the principle of self-regulation and accept feedback. So like what I mentioned earlier, merong time about 2 years ago wherein bumuhos talaga yung tubig. So since wala pa kami nung swale, talagang dumaan yung tubig na galing sa bundok para siyang maliit na na ilog. At that time, marami kaming tanim na mga sili doon sa area na yun. So goodbye doon sa mga sili kasi talagang winash out siya ng tubig. Uprooted, as in uprooted. Labas ang lupa, maski mga damo tanggal, na run off, na erode yung lupa. So nagkaroon siya ng parang trail, literally, yung area na dinaanan ng tubig. So we saw that incident as we considered that as a message from nature. It was feedback for us on how should we strategize, how should we manage that area in the property. So unang-una, nakita namin na parang ito ay sinasabi sa amin ng kalikasan na okay, wag niyo muna tamnan yung area na yan kasi yan ay dinadaanan talaga ng tubig. So let it rest for a while. So that was the first message. So kaya in turn ang response namin, nakinig kami, hindi muna namin tinamnan. We allowed the weeds, the grass to recover, to cover up that area na kung saan nagkaroon ng erosion. Secondly, ang nakita namin na additional message na sinasabi sa amin ng kalikasan is that we as owners of the land should do something to be able to manage yung water runoff na yun. Kaya we made use of that strategy na swale at yung berm. So yung swale na yun is a water management strategy that's meant to capture the water that's running off from the mountain. Okay? Pag sinalo yung tubig doon, the water will percolate deep into the ground and would recharge the groundwater. So yung water yun na naipon doon sa ilalim ng lupa will serve as a reserve para doon sa mga trees and yung mga other crops na itatanim namin doon sa area na yun in the future. At the same time, yung area naman doon sa lower part, sa lower slope part ng ng berm or in downhill part na dating dinadaanan ng tubig, since naka-recover na siya at hindi na dumadaan yung tubig doon ngayon kasi nasasalo na ng swale, this time we're able to plant crops na and we were able to make that area productive already. So ngayon, meron ng mga nakatanim doon na rosel, meron nakatanim ng mga luya, at marami na rin mga nakatanim na fruit trees doon. So we were able to make that area resilient and productive at the same time. So that's just one example of how we can take a look at the events in nature, consider it as feedback, see what messages are hidden in those events, and try to, let's say, respond proactively to these events and see how can we apply those learnings in applying the strategies of permaculture do sa farm natin. So, yun po. Siguro ang ko lang doon, ang final note ko doon, huwag matigas ang ulo. If merong mga ganyang pangyayari, if merong nagbigay sa atin ng additional inputs, take those things into consideration and see how can you let's say, apply yung patterns in nature, considering that feedback in the goals nung permaculture project that we are working on. So yun lang po. Maraming salamat again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, just click at the notification button para you get to receive yung mga future videos namin. So, hindi po tayo tapos. Marami pa tayong videos in this 12-part series. Pero I think parang halfway na tayo, no? So, more videos to come. If you have any suggestions for a future topic, let us know. Send us a message or post a comment para we can consider it in the next videos. So, yun lang po. Maraming salamat. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.